Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mustang Corral for tonight's boys basketball matchup, Southwestern versus Red Lion. About 2.5 minutes on the clock. Teams are finishing up their warm-ups. We'll be back with starting lineups. Welcome back to the Corral. Tonight's boys basketball matchup against Red Lion. I am Nate Brodbeck, along with my partner Matt Lawhead, bringing you tonight's action. We're about set for the starting lineups and national anthem. For the Mustangs, 2 seniors, a junior, and a sophomore in tonight's starting lineup. Officials are set. Teams take the floor. Matt, we're about ready for tip.
Still plenty of seats if anybody wants to make it on over to the corral.
They're all watching on YouTube. Ryan Luke to jump for the Mustangs. And we're off. Southwestern controls first possession. Kemp attacks right. Pulls up, pivots.
Expect a physical game. Red Line known for physical defensive play. And that physical play already having an impact. Have to call a timeout from nothing.
Timeout Southwestern. Looked like Logan Kemp just got caught in the corner. Rather than turn the ball over in the first possession, decides to call a timeout.
Now they know what to expect from the physical aspect of the game. Hopefully we can just be a little bit more positive.
Fry to enter. Turnover. Red Line possesses. Entry low post. Out of bounds.
Oh.
Red Line maintains.
Nice post defense by Ryan Luke there. Oh boy.
Rebound Southwestern.
To have a chance tonight, the Mustangs are going to have to win the rebounding battle. Pretty big spot for a sophomore in. Nice attack. Got to finish.
Line enters. Traveling violation.
Expect pressure. I think the book is out on the Mustangs. Struggle a little bit versus pressure. Sophomore point guard.
Kemp brings the ball into the front court. Spins, reverses, hands off to Ryan Luke. Luke surveys, back to Kemp. Attacks left. Finishes just short.
They got to the rim, and you can't let.
Looks like an injury timeout. Logan Kemp stayed down after that attack. Tyler Stabley with that 3 for Red Line.
If memory serves me correct, he hit a game-winning three-pointer from about 600 feet last year up at Red Line. And here comes the pressure. Ogden's got to step up here if this is how they're going to match up.
Cuddy to enter. Token pressure from Red Line. Cuddy dribble drives off to Huff. Entry to Cuddy. Jumper baseline. Short corner. Just a bit long.
That's 3 good looks from 3 possessions for the Mustangs. Just haven't put it in the basket yet.
Foster with the ball for red line. Post entry.
And that's too easy.
Tyler Burkett with the bucket there for red line. Southwestern into Huff. In the paint, kicks back out, decides better of it. Fry attacks left. Finishes.
Oh!
And one.
Nice take by the sophomore.
Coach, that was impressive.
Yeah, used his body well. I mean, he's going to have a size mismatch all game long. Doesn't matter who's guarding him. But he really used his shoulder there to create the space and get the foul call.
Solid attack left. Shooting one. He misses. Red line gains possession. Little back screen. Looks like traditional red line. A lot of flare cuts. A lot of back screens. We got a foul away from the ball. Looks like it'll be on Josh Cuddy. Trying to gain position defensively.
You got to watch for a lob here, a quick lob. Coming back into the big. Oh, boy. Got to be able to defend that, right? You got to be able to bump defenders. Rough start for Ryan Luke right now. Rough start for Ryan Luke.
Turnover, Red Lion on the attack. Foster finishes. About midway through the first quarter, Red Lion 9, Southwestern 2. Ogden brings the ball into the front court, attacks left, dumps it off to Luke. Right jumper, short. Foster attacks. Block and call on the floor.
The Mustangs have to turn momentum here. A quick little run. It's a 7-point game. You don't want it to become a 10-point game. Can they match the physicality of Red Line?
Garrett Wilson enters the game for the Mustangs, replacing Ryan Luke. Red Line baseline out of bounds. Tipped by Ogden, stolen.
That's
Southwestern
nice
on the attack.
Nice play, and let's get a good possession, right?
Ogden controls, sets the offense. Reversal to Cuddy. Cuddy attacks right.
5-man motion, passing and cutting. No screens right now.
Errant pass tipped. Stays Southwestern.
And here's where you can get some easy points. If you can execute on the baseline inbounds, maybe get something cheap. Look for Cuddy here.
Huff enters, gets it to Ogden in an outlet. Release valve. Fry attacks left, kicks to Ogden. Back
That's a
cut,
nice
Huff.
pass.
Great
Nice
cut.
pass.
Ogden found Huff on the back cut.
Good possession. Now they got to get a stop. Stay in the game. Stay within striking distance.
Stably gets him set. A lot of movement off the ball for Red Line. To Burkett. Over his right shoulder, misses. Huff rebound.
Look for the Mustangs to control pace, take some time off the clock, and get a great shot rather than just putting one up real quick. Good cut by Josh Cuddy.
Garrett Wilson reverses. Huff gathers. Attacks right. Slips, gets it out, able to kick it, avoids a turnover.
Here's that extended possession we were talking about, Coach.
Huff with another circle, another bucket.
Great possession. Great possession. We're back to a 3-point game, one possession. Can they get a stop?
Similar possession to their last bucket, just coming the opposite way.
And that's what they're going to have to do, right, Coach? I mean, you got a short bench, injuries all over the place. They're going to have possessions, win the rebounding battle like they're doing, and get great shots, layups.
Huff for three, short. Rebound, right?
Timeout by Coach Schmill. Talked about the short bench for the Mustangs tonight, Coach, with all the injuries that they faced. Logan Kemp just walked downstairs. Looks like that bench just got even shorter. So game plan-wise, you got to go to plan B right out the bat. Those long possessions, getting great shots, playing solid defense and win the rebounding battles is what they're going to have to do.
On that note, so far, Aaron Fry giving them solid minutes. Ender Burkett, left hand. Looks like they're trying to work that post, take advantage of some size.
Burkett's a nice player, good size, does a real nice job of ducking in. Looks like his footwork is pretty solid.
A little run and jump, turnover. Ogden contests from behind. Called for a foul. Redline got that turnover, ran a little run and jump. As soon as they passed the ball to the wing, followed it, trapped it, forced the Mustangs into a quick decision.
And that was something that was set up during a timeout. Redline's known for putting together nice sets right out of timeouts and halves and doing a few things defensively. Expect the pressure here on a make.
Burkett shooting second. It's good. Cuddy inbounds. Here's that pressure to Fry. Fry surveys, squares up, handles it. Cuddy on the right wing. Huff on another circle cut, and it's good.
Very aggressive tonight. Huff looking really nice, finishing.
You know, Derek Huff usually known for his three-point shooting. Finishing around the rim here. It's nice to see from him. Redline continues to pound the post.
They're abusing them down low. It's nothing special. It's just a simple block-to-block screen. Doesn't look like the Mustangs are talking very much on defense. Got to get a good possession here at the end of the half.
"15 seconds. Cuddy controls, gets him set, crosses over left, pulls up from the elbow, rattles out. Garrett Wilson rebound, gives the Mustangs a second chance.
2 seconds left.
Fry has to shoot it.
Oh, boy.
Had to shoot it.
Yep.
At the end of the first quarter, Redline 14, Southwestern 8. Matt, coming into the second quarter, let's reflect on the first quarter. Talk about where Southwestern found some success there.
Well, when the Mustangs passed the ball around a little bit, with their motion offense. It's just pass and cut, nothing special. Pass and cut, read your defender, reverse the ball 2 or 3 times, and got a layup. They were very successful. When they 2 or 3 passes and taking a contested jumper, that led to some runouts by the Lions. We've got to watch here some adjustments that we need to make is they got to do a better job guarding that block-to-block stuff against Redline. Expect Redline to have a set here. If I'm Coach Schmidt, I'm running something block-to-block again, and I'm getting Burke at the ball, and I'm pounding it inside.
Sure, until Southwestern stops it. Redline possession, start the second quarter. I mean, here's a matchup right now. Got Fry guarding Gavin Watt. Considerable size difference. Ogden controls. Enters the ball to Fry. Fry back to Ogden for 3. He's good. Dante Ogden. Jumper from the top of the key is good.
And we have an adjustment by Coach Wilcox. They're going to go zone. It doesn't look like they can guard it down low. Let's see if the Lions have any outside shooting threats here. Stably out of the game. So a good adjustment made by Coach Wilcox.
Took Redline a minute. They get set. Attack baseline.
Mustangs got a gift there. Let's see. Hopefully they can catch that in. That's a little lottery ticket.
It appeared the Southwestern knocked the ball out of bounds, but the official didn't see it. Southwestern ball. Fry's a little jitterbug, huh?
Yeah, he's quick. It looks like he has a pretty solid left hand. Not something you see with most sophomores.
Keep trying to get Huff on those circle cuts. Pull back for 3. He's good. That was a quick release.
And we're a 2-point game. They cash that lottery ticket in. Bingo.
Back to the zone.
And you can see that Stabley's back in. Good shooter, number 5.
Entry to Burkett. Huff commits the foul before the travel. Official calls it on the floor.
Yeah, the dispute right now is was he shooting or was it on the floor? Looks like they're going to stack it up here. Look for guys to go side to side, someone to shoot right down to the block. Look for Stabley to establish himself there if they have to pass it to the wing. There's going to be a mismatch.
Back to Burkett. Foul from behind. They get Derek Huff coming from behind.
And that's killer because that's going to be 2 on Huff. We just didn't get position. We let Burkett get the ball. Officials don't have much of a choice but to call that foul when you try to block it from behind. Big decision here from Coach Wilcox. Do you roll the dice and play Huff with 2 fouls? And it looks like we're going to be going to the craps table, rolling some dice because Huff is staying on the court. Here comes the pressure.
Burkett's good with 2. 18-14 Redline. Token pressure.
And even when they ratcheted up, I thought the Mustangs have handled it pretty well.
Garrett Wilson attacks. He's denied at the rim. Redline attacks. Soft jumper.
Quick 6-point turnaround there.
That's Philip Douglas for Redline.
And the Mustangs have to get back to business. Settle down, relax, get it within striking distance. Let's get a great shot.
Looks like they're trying to work those circle cuts. Keep plugging away with it. You'll get one. Huff attacks. He's right. This is a chippy. Unfortunate. Garrett Wilson gathers, controls.
And that was a lot of good, just dirty work by Huff there. He missed the shot and then went for that offensive rebound. Really worked hard. Now we get another possession. Let's cash it in. Quiet night so far in the offensive end from Josh Cuddy.
A little miscommunication, almost a turnover. Southwest is able to fortunately keep possession. Really running some solid possessions here as far as time goes. Fry's pass is blocked, gets it back, and we reset again. Ogden comes to a jump stop, slides his foot. It's called for a travel. Ryan Luke returns, replacing Huff with those 2 fouls.
And he's gassed. He really worked hard that last possession on offense.
Jamil Foster returns for Red Lion. Looks like Southwestern sticking with this 3-2 zone.
I think it's what they have to do, Coach. Stably in the game, you have one shooter of significance, and then you have Burkett down low, so you've got to take out what's hurting you, and that's Burkett. And that's what we want. That's what you want, right? Force guys who aren't typically great shooters to take shots that they're not used to making.
Shot hit the wire. Out of bounds. Southwestern with the ball. Ogden attacks left. Dumps off to Ryan Luke. Over his left shoulder. Misses short. Southwestern fights for the rebound. Ogden attacks. He's good. And one.
You know, I think the Mustangs are doing a great job of, when they miss a shot, still battling for that offensive rebound. Ryan Luke, good position, put up a nice shot, missed the shot, still managed to get his hand on the rebound and tip it out to somebody. Now we get an and one. That's just nice hustle. We're not quitting on the play. And like we said, Coach, it's still a one-possession game. That zone has become effective. Burkett has been taken out of the game, essentially, being up there at the top of the foul line.
The other thing this does is it slows Red Line down. Southwestern's controlling the tempo really on both ends then. Offensively, they're holding the ball, controlling the tempo, slowing Red Line down from quick buckets. Skip pass. Foster can't do anything with it, has to kick it out.
Got one behind you. Got one behind you.
3 from the corner is no good. Fight for the rebound. Red Lion gets that loose ball, kicks it back out, reset.
Danger of a zone, right? Harder to rebound. Don't know who you're supposed to block out. Nobody had Stabley there. He got it on the backside. Backside boards on long shots. An area is wide open. Good closeout by Ryan Luke.
Cuddy takes a gamble. Skips to Stabley for 3. He's good.
Second chance points, right?
Timeout Southwestern. With 2:49 left until halftime. Red Lion 23, Southwestern 17. Back from timeout, Southwestern ball. Cuddy brings the ball into the front court.
Look for the run and jump, right? Timeout by Red Line. They usually like to do something coming out of a timeout. Definitely going to have a set coming down on the offensive end.
But they were trying to get the ball to Ryan Luke there.
And I think that's a good idea. Not only does it get Lukey going, it might get the Burkett kid in a little foul trouble.
Fry back dribbles over to Cuddy, back to Ogden. Reset. Another solid time of possession. Turnover, red line attacks. 3 from the corner is short. No closeout, no box out.
Brutal. Another
Red line
possession.
gets a second chance.
Yeah, they got to get a second stop here. That was brutal. And another offensive rebound. We said earlier in the quarter that one of the dangers of playing a zone is you give up those offensive rebounds. 2 on that possession. Just can't happen. From a defensive standpoint, it can't happen. Mustangs do get a stop and a defensive rebound. Now they need to score a bucket. And apparently I have the kiss of death tonight. Turnover by the Mustangs. Back to work on the defensive end. A tricky zone that they're playing, Coach. Mustangs have run it for years, going back to the days of the heralded Bill Flaherty.
Red line on the attack, Foster on the attack. Jumpers missed. Huff, rebound.
We'll talk more about that zone when we see it again. Now the Mustangs need to score.
Fry attacks, kicks to Ogden. Cuddy settles them. Gets them set. .45 seconds left.
Tough decision. Do you hold it for one? Do you try to get a great shot early? It looks like they're going to probably hold it. Go into the halftime break either down 6, down 5, or down 4. Maybe even 3.
That's a lot of options, Matt.
How about it? Oh, boy.
Red line gambles. They pays off, get the steal, the attack. They finish. 13 seconds. Cuddy has to attack. Looks just like a clear out kick. Offensive foul called on Josh Cuddy for pushing off. 3 seconds, red line ball.
They got to regroup here. These last 3 seconds are huge. We can't give up anything. Got to keep it an 8-point game. Good hustle by Josh Cuddy.
Time expires. His hustle kept red line from getting a shot off. At the half, red line 25, Southwestern 17. As we return from halftime, we'd like to give a quick shout out to Mr. Murdell and his crew for putting on this production. Of course, Matt and I, we're just the pretty faces behind it. Thanks to Gabe Watts, Allison Llewellyn, Ben Weinbrenner, and Austin Latham for their time and efforts putting on this production along with Mr. Murdell. We appreciate it, guys. Coach, 25-17 red line at half. Now that you had a couple minutes to digest it, what are your thoughts?
Honestly, I think the Mustangs have to be pretty happy about the position they're in. Didn't play great in the first half, but kept the game at an arm's length, and a couple possessions here and there better defensively, and they could have the lead, believe it or not. Burkett at 13 early, been quiet later on.
Southwestern starts, first possession of the second half. Looks like Logan Kemp is done for the night. He's on the bench but in street clothes. Dante Ogden gets the start in the second half in his place.
Sticking with the zone, got to know where Stabley is. That's number 5 at all times, and you can't let Burkett get positioned down low.
Foster, 2 points. Red line builds a 10-point lead.
A little too easy there on that possession, Coach. Looks like the Lions went down at halftime and talked a little bit about it.
Southwestern staying with methodical. A lot of passes, a lot of time, looking for the open shot. Ogden attacks.
That's a nice take.
Short.
Nice take. Got to finish, right? Got to finish it.
Just short. Red line gathers. Second chance opportunity. Red line converts. That's Devontae Dennis for red line.
White's got to wake up a little bit. Those are two possessions that were way too easy. Got to have a little fight in them right now. Got to get back in the game.
Cuddy for 3. It's good.
There it is. A senior leader stepping up. A little quiet in the first half on the offensive end. Nice little two-man game he had there with Huff. Now they've got to get active. They can't be standing around in the zone here. They got to be active. You got to see Stabley and recognize the bigs. Nice hands. Beautiful.
Turnover. This is what Southwestern needs. Back cut to Cuddy. Just can't finish. Got himself stuck under the basket. Just couldn't finish. Now Cuddy's down. So he's limping. Officials out.
Good Lord, Coach. If we have any more injuries, I'm going to have to head down to the equipment room and suit up myself. You don't want to see that. It's been a hot minute since I went for a jog.
It's worth noting Brady Twyman, also in street clothes on the bench, appeared to suffer a hand injury last night in their game at Spring Grove. Another turnover, another opportunity for the Mustangs. Fry just continues to impress, controlling that offense, getting it set.
And Huff's got a mismatch. Stabley guarding him. He's got a size mismatch. He's got to take advantage of it.
Huff with a little step back. A bit short. That's a tough shot, falling away.
And Huffy's getting the treatment now, and he's going to see this from everybody in the league. Good player, good scorer. You're going to get face guarded. They're going to be super physical with you. You're really going to have to fight every possession to get a good shot.
Foster keeps trying to work that high post area. Loose ball, officials converse. The signal was Southwestern ball.
Here we go.
Appears that they changed the call. Officials got together. Another turnover. That's 3 turnovers in the last 4 possessions for the Mustangs. Again, you just got to capitalize. You can't ask for anything more defensively. Certainly putting a kink in Red Lion's pace. Ryan Luke powers his way in. Comes up just long. Gives Red Lion an opportunity. Foster kicks out. Back to Stabley for 3. He's short. Gets his own rebound. That's the second time that's happened. Another 3 misses. Fry gets the board. Kicks it ahead. A little ambitious.
Danger zone right here for the Mustangs.
Foster for 3. It's short. Frenetic pace now. As slow as this game has been. Garrett Wilson.
Good take, but we're getting in on the action here. Good. Something. Good screens. Something going to the basket. Look for Luke on the backside.
Into Garrett Wilson. Back to Fry.
They're really making Huff work.
Again, now that.
Ooh. It's a nice little take. Change of speed, change of direction.
The foul coming from behind. On the floor, Southwestern ball baseline.
Really impressed with Fry and how he's handled the pressure tonight.
Ogden for 3. Misses. Huff fights for the rebound. Yeah, for being a sophomore playing some of his first varsity minutes, he's not shying away. Certainly showing he deserves it. But if you know Aaron Fry, that's not surprising.
Nice little player here for Red Lion, number 13, Watt. He's been doing a heck of a job guarding Huff here the last probably about 5 or 6 minutes, really making him work, especially here in the second half. Up in his jersey, not giving him anything easy.
Through all this, Red Lions quietly build a 12-point lead. Ogden attacks, stops the bleeding, cuts it back to 10. Good take, finished with the right.
Yeah, smart. Went to Huff's side because he's...
Only
There's that man, Burkett. Oh.
Fry with the left.
Tell you, if you give up a basket here, you got to think about calling a timeout.
Red line for 3.
Yeah, we got to get one. Got to get
From
one.
the corner. Timeout, Coach Wilcox. Hey, Matt, while we have a chance, apparently to give a shout out to 4 of our biggest, Judy, Katie, Janet, and Husky. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it.
You know, I tell you, we used, and it was pretty effective. While we got a little free time, as we'll say hi to the little kiddos at home, you know, see how Hudson and Ellie are doing. Hopefully they're not driving my wife Allison crazy.
I suppose I have to mention my wife now, huh?
Might as well. We got a little downtime. It is a 15-point game. Hopefully Coach Wilcox is over there talking to the boys, getting them settled down, give them a breather. Got to get back into game 1 possession at a time.
Making me look bad here, Coach.
That's the first time for everything.
She's probably sitting there thinking, you still haven't said my name. So hi, Tasha. Back from timeout. On the floor for Southwestern, Jonah Friel sees his first action, number 31 for Southwestern. Sophomore. Good for him. Fry attacks. A push is called before the ball goes out of bounds. Foul on red line.
Nice little attack.
Garrett Wilson with the jumper, just long. Red line attacks. Douglas for three, just short. Over to Friel.
And the Mustangs need to be careful. Yeah, you want to go in transition, but if you're going to put the ball up, you better make it, because these Red Lions have a bench, and right now it doesn't look like we have too many guys left.
And as Friel gets more varsity experience, he'll learn just take that layup himself. Turnover. Red Line pushes the issue. Burkett converts on the putback.
Tough part for a high school kid here to realize is, yeah, it's a 17-point game, but there are 9.5 minutes left. So you have to be willing to be disciplined enough to get back in it one possession at a time. Difficult for 15, 16, 17-year-old kids to understand. Can the Mustangs do that? Can we get a score and then get a stop?
Well, they're controlling paces if they realize they have time. They're not pressing too hard yet. Friel pumps, delivers it to Garrett Wilson, back to Ogden. 1 minute left in the third quarter. Turnover, red line attacks. Douglas misses, follow. Burkett, 2 more. Fry attacks with the left, pushes the issue, draws a foul. Aaron Fry headed to the line to shoot 2.
Broken record. I've said it a couple times here. Just really impressed with the young man and how he's played. Like you said, if you know him, you're not surprised. You shouldn't be shocked. Just a tough kid. Got to get one here, though, right? Got to get one.
Cuddy re-enters to the game. Shakes it off. He's back. Replaces Huff.
Oh, there we go.
Fry rattles the second home.
We call it a shooter's roll, right, Coach? You got 3 starters out of the game for Red Line. If you're Southwestern, you need to get a stop. Looks like they've gone back to man for the last possession. Not going to be able to sit back in that zone and just wait the game out here. Got to be a little bit more aggressive. That's where Ogden has to step up a little bit. We'll take it.
Fortunate break for Southwestern. 3-second call on red line. 11 seconds.
This is where Ogden has to attack the rim, or he's got to get a clean look at a step-back 3.
So they're sending a high ball kick to Cuddy. Cuddy for 3. He misses. At the end of 3, red line builds a lead, 41-23. And we're back. Start of the fourth quarter. Looks like red line possession to start the quarter.
Keeping the 3 starters on the bench. Again, Mustangs got to be willing to take some chances and try to get back in the game.
Southwestern back to man-to-man.
Good duck in.
Post touch, that's Foster. He's short. Rebound Huff. Outlets to Cuddy. One possession at a time, got to chip away. Need to score here. Huff attacks. Thinks better of it. Kicks it out. Back to Fry, resets.
A realistic expectation here. Ogden has to be aggressive going to the basket. Josh is gutting it out, playing on essentially one good foot and one good ankle. You know, Huffy is the other option you have offensively. So, I mean, unless Fry's going to get super aggressive, you only got one or two guys who are looking to shoot the ball consistently.
Cuddy misses from the elbow. Red line rebounds.
Good active hands.
Out of bounds. Red line keeps possession. Catch Southwestern sleeping. A little lob. The old 5.
Yeah, we called that early in the game. Yeah, what a perfect time to do it. You got tired bodies on the floor. You got a big lead. Maybe not thinking about proper defensive position on a baseline inbounds. We got to get something good going here. We need an avalanche of positivity, and it starts with one snowflake coming down.
Enter to Huff.
That's
He's strong
right,
enough
baby.
to finish. Used his body well to shield off the defender.
There's our snowflake. Now we got to get it going. We got to get up and defend.
Are you suggesting Derek Huff is a snowflake?
I will say this, Coach. Snowflakes don't block shots like that.
Good defense play, Derek Huff.
And I got to be honest with you. If I'm looking at our guys on the court, I'm not picking a fight with any of those guys. I'm pretty sure Josh Cuddy could bench press me.
If I'd have known we were going to be on TV, I'd have classed this up a little bit. Put on my cufflinks.
I got my wedding swag on, my Parker Bean wedding hat. Shout out to Bora Bora. Wonder if he's watching right now in Bora Bora. On his honeymoon. Probably not. All right, can we get another snowflake down here and cut into the lead?
Of course, you like Southwestern's patience, but they do have to move a little quicker here. 4.5 minutes left. Huff takes a 3. He misses. Burkett rebounds. Steal by Fry. Steps in front. Jitterbug.
Can't be afraid to go to the basket. That's probably, well, here we go.
Huff takes another.
Hey!
And it's true. Southwestern calls a timeout. You would imagine to set up a defense.
And it's a 15-point game with 4 minutes and 16 seconds left. It's not an insurmountable lead. It's nothing crazy to think. I mean, I think back to district playoff game between Reading and York. It was an 18-point lead with 2 minutes to go, and they won. They were down by 18. They won the game.
What year was that?
All the years run together, Coach. I couldn't tell you what year it was. All I know is I somehow got onto the floor to watch the game. I think I used the old trick my dad taught me and said I was a reporter.
I thought you were.
I might have had some credentials. Need a stop, though. What are you thinking? Token pressure or run and jump here on the other end of the court?
Well, they're backing up. Looks like they falling back into man. I would expect some kind of double. Enters the Burkett. He misses. Good double from Fry. Double down. That's what you need for Southwestern. Ogden attacks. Friel for three.
Hey now.
He's good.
What are we talking about, right? 12-point game, 3:53.
Jonah Friel calmly knocks it down.
Now you have to get you have to get a stop. Fry is mismatched down low. Holy smokes, he's got to get around. Oh, backside boards are killing us. Come on now.
Huff continues to make some good back cuts, forcing Redline to defend it. Gets a shot at the top. He's working hard for his shots. He's working hard to get open.
And that's a big credit to Watt, number 13 for Redline. He's been in his jersey all night long, particularly in the second half.
Redline gets a little sloppy, turns it over. Southwestern has another chance.
Hopefully the Mustangs will start taking to the basket here. Only 3 foul calls in the whole second half, all on Redline. Wouldn't be ashamed to get to the foul line.
Cut it with the cut. Almost too open.
Yep.
Think about that layup. Good cut. Got to be happy with that.
I like it.
Now
Playing hard, 14-point game. 2:45 to go.
Expect Redline to run some time. Southwestern, expect them to start putting a little bit of pressure on, whether it's a double, a little bit of ball pressure.
Then they're going to have to get up.
Fry steps up. Forces a jump ball. Possession arrow says Southwestern. Fry almost lulled him into that one.
And how can you not be an Aaron Fry fan? Someone tell me. Send a tweet. Send a Facebook message. I don't know. Send an Instagram. What are they called?
A face snap.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Great kid. Great family. I'm not sure if he's my favorite Fry, but oh, boy. We're going to see a throwdown. Yes, a little good old-fashioned foul on the other end.
Jonah Friel called for the foul, being a little too aggressive.
So the determination is that he didn't make a play on the ball.
He didn't get the bucket.
I can't say that it's an incorrect call. I think it was a great physical play. He didn't try to hurt him. He wasn't malicious, but it was definitely an intentional foul. He wasn't trying to hold his hand and walk him down the aisle or anything. I know this is the shock of the century, but another injury to the Mustangs. Looks like Wilson's over there with an ice bag on his ankle.
Because of the intentional foul, Redline also gets possession. 2 minutes left. Attack dish. Burkett for 2 more.
He's been fantastic tonight. I think it's 17 points. He had 13 at the half. Mustangs are playing hard, though, and that's nice to see. It's easy to pack it in when you're down 15, 16 points.
Fry strapping. Nice pass to Creel.
Oh. And he was anticipating getting hit there.
If nothing else, this is a sophomore getting some solid varsity experience. Fry looking for a cutting Alacio. Angelo Alacio into the game. Number 14. 1:12 left. Coach Schmiel clears his bench.
A lot of youth on the court right now for the Mustangs. Can't say that they've played awful. You know, any miss that we had on the offensive end, it felt like it was a good shot. Didn't feel like too many were forced. Just missed some easy shots.
It was about a 3-minute stretch in the third quarter where a 12-point lead all of a sudden became 17,
and I don't think
a little too deep.
Yeah, I don't think that the defensive intensity was what it needed to be during that little stretch. You know, like I said earlier, high school kids, it's hard to expect them to play that way on a consistent basis.
At this point, it looks like Redline's just trying to dribble out the clock, but Southwestern forces them into a turnover. 29 seconds left. Even so, you would expect Southwestern to still be looking to get some points here.
I think we ought to say a nice thank you to Mr. Murdau for giving us the opportunity to do this. Hopefully our contract gets renewed, maybe even get a third game next year.
Ogden misses a final three. Redline controls. As time expires, final score, Redline 50, Southwestern 31. Again, we'd like to thank Mr. Murdau and his Mustang Vision crew. All of you at home, thanks for tuning in. It's been great here from the Corral. Matt, I want to thank you. It's been a pleasure.
As always, look forward to the next time.
Good night.